Hey everybody, so not your typical TBR background, but I'm still in front of my Christmas tree and we are going to talk about my TBR for the month of January. If you saw my other videos, you know I failed at December and I failed at November and I failed at March, so I don't have a great track record on these, but I do have my goals written out using my little sheet, my monthly reading goals and accomplishments sheet that's available on my Patreon. I do recommend actually using the big sheet. After I filled this out, I realized it's way too small. The big sheet is perfect, so I highly recommend that if you print it out, use a full sheet and then just, yeah, do with that what you will. I've written everything out. I've chosen the books that I have to read in the month of January, and there are going to be some bonuses that I need you guys to help me choose. I'm going to actually make it interesting. We're going to go ahead and talk about the ones that I am choosing between before I share the ones that I've already decided I'm going to read. Fun fact, I got every single one of these from a little free library. So if you have a little free library near you, use it. It's great. You can find really good stuff. I'm telling you. So we have options here. We have The Great Gatsby, To Honor a Teacher, The Year of Magical Thinking, and Rival to the Queen. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little synopsis of each of these. Don't remember a ton about them, but I'll just read what they say because I'm not like your super good at giving a synopsis person. But this is To Honor a Teacher. Almost everyone can recall a special mentor, a kindly second grade teacher, a tough but caring coach, an idealistic history instructor who went beyond the call of duty and who left an indelible mark on inquisitive minds. Very excited about that. I think it's just like a book of essays. Kind of like the Guardian Ad Litem book that I read, just about teaching. So, the next option is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I feel like I should read this because it's a classic. It's also the 20s. You know, we really should do it. Story about lavish parties in the jazz age. That's option number 2. Rival to the Queen. Powerful and dramatic. This is the story of the only woman to ever stand up to the Virgin Queen, her own cousin. I don't know if this is real or fake, but it's the unforgettable story of 2 women related by blood, yet destined to clash over one of the Tudor England's most charismatic men. This does not sound like something I am going to enjoy, but the cover really spoke to me when I saw it, and I was like, I really want to read that, but I don't know about it. We'll see. And then the last one is a stunning book of electric honesty and passion. She explores an intensely personal yet universal experience, a portrait of a marriage and a life in good times and bad that will speak to anyone who has ever loved a husband or wife or child. Now, what I'm going to do is read the first sentence from each, and I'm going to choose a book from the first sentence. So let's go ahead and get started, and then whatever I choose will be one of my bonuses, and I'll talk about my bonuses in a minute. I'm going to choose 2 bonuses. Whatever I choose from these first sentences will be bonus number 1, and then whatever you guys choose from the remaining 3 will be bonus number 2, okay? So, The Year of Magical Thinking, first sentence. Life changes fast. I already like it. Rival to the Queen. Flames crackled and rose into the heavy air as my father's servants piled more bundles of brushwood on the fire. Intrigue, but I think I like the other one better so far, so this one is winning thus far. Let's see, The Great Gatsby. Ooh, someone highlighted it. I'm totally here for like seeing what people liked. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Ooh. That is intriguing. I don't know. Let's read the last one. The sentence in this one is, we expect teachers to handle teenage pregnancies, substance abuse, and the failing of the family. I don't like that one. So I think that my first choice is going to be The Great Gatsby. From these 3, I need you guys to tell me which one you think I should read in January. Year of Magical Thinking, rival to the queen, or to honor a teacher. And you can go ahead and comment below which one you think. So then we have all of these other books that are gonna be on my TBR. Just saw I've chosen The Great Gatsby based on the first sentence. I was kind of leaning towards the Year of Magical Thinking, but I think that since I need to read this one and the first sentence kind of intrigued me because it had some punch to it, but then it's also a classic and fiction, I really want to read this. So, added that. 180 pages. So then the next book I'm going to be reading is Rewriting Your Broken Story by Ken Boa, and I'm super excited for this one. I'll go ahead and read a sentence from it, which I did in my book haul video, so you may have seen that. In this fallen world, life is not how we thought it would be. Jobs vanish, relationships crumble, health fails. How do we find the hope to persevere? This book has 206 pages, and I'm very much looking forward to reading it. If you saw my last few videos, you know that we went to a seminar. My family and I went to a seminar, and we heard him speak, and he talked about this book, and I'm really excited to delve more into this. And it also goes along with one of the devotionals that I'm going to read this month, which he talked a little bit about and alluded to this one. So I definitely want to read these two together, and I am very much looking forward to that too. The Practice of the Presence of God is pretty short. It's 112 pages. So then the next one is Good Morning, Good Life by Amy Landino, who is my favorite YouTuber of all time. And I'm so excited to read this, and I have the planner that goes along with it, and I can't wait to use it. It's gonna be great. Can't wait to start 2021 with this gem. Or the back of the book says, how many times have you caught yourself saying this? There's just not enough time in the day. Are you putting everyone else's needs before your own? Are you realizing you have, my mom's sitting here. Are you realizing you have no time to do the things you love? Maybe it's time to take back ownership of your life. Cannot wait to read this. And it is 250 pages in perfect Amy Landino fashion. It is exactly an even number. I love that. The next book is Blackout by Candace Owens, and I want to read this sentence in particular. Political activist and social media star Candace Owens addresses the many ways that the Democrat Party policies hurt rather than help the African American community, and why she and many others are turning right. And I love this book because it talks about critical thinking and thinking things through for yourself instead of just believing or listening to what people expect you to based on your gender or your race or your socioeconomic status or your education or whatever. 284 pages. This book, Grit by Angela Duckworth. I'm really excited to read this. Me and my sister are supposed to be reading it together. I will see if I can get her to do that. It's a must-read book for anyone striving to succeed. Pioneering psychologist Angela Duckworth shows parents, students, educators, athletes, and business people, both seasoned and new, that the secret to outstanding achievement is not talent, but a special blend of passion and persistence she calls grit. It is 291 pages. Next one was actually the next three were part of my December TBR that did not happen because I only made it through 2 books, but the next one is I Am Malala, which I got this book in a little free library, and actually I got the next 3 from a little free library. I'm telling you, they're great. And let's see, when the Taliban took control of the Swat Valley in Pakistan, one girl spoke out. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with, and it's 313 pages, and I've wanted to read this for several years because I find her story very interesting. I can't wait to read the book. Pride and Prejudice and Emma. Pride and Prejudice is a little bit shorter, but it has very tiny print, so that may be why. But I've mentioned this in previous videos. I am not letting myself watch Pride and Prejudice again until I finish this book, because every time I pick it up, I just want to watch the movie and I get distracted and I forget about the book. I need to finish reading it. You guys know what Pride and Prejudice and Emma are about, I hope. If not, Pride and Prejudice is about Lizzie and Darcy, and actually it's more so about the Bennet family and their sisters in general, and how how important or seemingly important marriage was for women back in England during these times, because that was their only way of survival. Gosh, look at this. It's so pretty, and I got it for free. Look at that. Ugh. I can't wait to actually have my bookshelves up again. It's gonna be great. But anyway, I'll read from the dust jacket. This most perfect of Jane Austen's perfect novels begins with 21-year-old Emma Woodhouse comfortably dominating the social order in the village of Highbury, convinced that she has both the understanding and the right to manage other people's lives, for their own good, of course. Basically, she's like a matchmaker and tries to fix up people together, and then ends up falling in love, I think, is how it goes. So, this is my, again, ambitious TBR. We'll see how this goes. I really want to accomplish these. I don't know how much I'll be working in this coming month, so I guess we'll see what happens, but I still want to focus on reading. Last month, part of my problem was I started with the shortest book and went to the longest, or tried to go to the longest. This month, I'm starting with the longest book, which is Emma. So I'm gonna get through this hopefully pretty quickly and then work my way down. Bonus number 1 is if I finish these 3 books, my December 2020 picks that I did not read. If I finish these, I can add The Great Gatsby to my TBR officially. Otherwise, this is the TBR. Then if I read all of these, minus The Great Gatsby, then I can also add whichever one of these 3 you guys pick for me to have as a bonus. So, To Honor a Teacher, Rival to the Queen, or The Year of Magical Thinking. Hint, I am leaning towards this one, so please pick this one. But I will also go with whichever one you guys say. Alright, on that note, I will talk to you guys next time. Hopefully I'll have a reading vlog coming soon. I'm going to do a video where I read the first sentence of all of these books, so that'll be interesting to see which one I think I'm going to like the best in January. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you are new, and comment below and let me know what is most exciting on your January TBR. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!